Hi guys, this is a call for basketball. Just wanted to come in, see the Buccaneer flag. Go Bucks, go Bucks. But it's not a time for celebrating and whatever. This is another video of me ranting about what's coming up next for the kids, man. Think about the kids. Think about the kids, man. We gotta think about the kids. You know, the parents are. They don't know whether to give their child the magic potion or whether to not give the child a magic potion. We not gotta tell them, don't do it! Don't do it! They're better off without it. Let their immune system do it. Oh, I'm not trying to influence you. I'm sorry. I don't want to be an influencer. I'm sorry, YouTube. Don't shed on me. Alright, here we go.
CDC's poll finds a good number of parents are still hesitant to get their kids vaccinated against COVID-19. 37% of parents say that they will vaccinate their young children when the shot becomes available for their age group. 26% are unsure, while 35% will not inoculate their kids.
Okay, hold up. Okay, hold up. Where do I begin? 37% said yes. That's the fucking probably liberal left. The stupid ones, the ones that don't even think twice about anything. They just do it. Just do it. Yeah, just do it. I want my kid to be safe. I don't care. I don't do research. I got time for that. I got a busy life. Okay. 26 said maybe. The 26% is the one watching our videos right now, probably trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. 35% said no. And let me just say, the 35% said no. They're getting shunned! No groceries, no bank, nothing. You get nothing. You sit there and you rot. You're fired. You're fired. Basement man, you're fired. Donald Trump, you're fired. You're fired. You don't get the shot. You're fired. No, it's not a joke, man. You're fired. I'm telling you, that's what's gonna happen. The 35% that said they're not getting it, you're fired. Go look for new work. Go hold up a sign. Go hold up a sign. Go make a sign. Go get your sign ready. Get your sign ready. Spare change. I'm hungry. Spare change. That's what they're doing. We're gonna hold up fucking signs. I know. I'd rather hold up a fucking sign the rest of my life than get it. I'd rather hold up a sign and be homeless than comply. I'd be damned if I have a child and y'all threaten me to magic potion my child. I guarantee you, buddy, it ain't going down without a fight. And that's a promise. That's not a threat, but that's a promise.
Kids. And this comes as Halloween approaches. For more on this, let's bring in Dr. Thomas Talbot. He is the chief hospital epidemiologist at Vanderbilt University.
Oh, another smart guy.
For joining us. You know, I'm sort of surprised at those numbers, but not entirely. I know when we first started talking about a vaccine and how rapidly it was being developed, I became comfortable with the idea of getting the vaccine.
The funny thing about it is, how fast did this shit come, huh? It's not like they already had it, you know, in the works already, you know, like it wasn't even, you know, they can find a cure for this like that in less than a year, but it takes about, I don't know. Can we even find a cure for cancer yet? Did we even find a cure for half these other diseases that's out here? I don't think so. It can't be no coincidence that they had this already out! Already ready! Wow. It's like they knew. Nah. Of course they knew!
was still uncomfortable with my child. Now, fast forward, obviously many months, and I've been inoculated for a while now. I can't wait till they approve the vaccine for my daughter.
Oh, shut your whole ass up. Shut up. I cannot wait till they approve it for my daughter. Shut the fuck up.
Who's 10. I think I would be breathing a sigh of relief, but I understand the concern from other
Yeah, until she starts shedding.
parents. Parents are still conflicted about vaccinating their children. So as an epidemiologist, what are your concerns over portions of the population perhaps still refusing to get inoculated?
Let me speak for him. I think they should be shut out of groceries. I don't think they should be able to go to their own bank to get money out. I don't think they should be around other people, civilized people. I think they're really selfish. I think they're a piece of shit. I think they're the scum of the earth. If they sneezing by themselves in elevators, they should be arrested. They should be court-martialed. Does that fit the description of what he's going to say? I think so. But he's probably not going to say it, but he might say it. But who knows?
Yeah, great question. Thanks for having me. I think those numbers aren't surprising, as you noted, because if you go back to last November and if you ask any adult, the numbers are about the same. And so I think as we get more data of the vaccine in kids, that'll change. I think one unfortunate story of the pandemic is, as we were learning as we were going, some stories or themes became mantra. And I think one of the mantras was kids don't get sick from COVID.
Here we go. We're going back and forth again. They don't know what the narrative is. The narrative can be anything right now. Who the hell knows? They don't know. One day they say they can get sick. The next day they say, oh, we must get them. And, you know, they can't stick to one story. They can't stick to one lie. It's hard to stay on one lie when you're constantly lying, you know? It's too many lies. You got to write them down once in a while, right? Too many lies.
And I think, if anything, what we're seeing now with the Delta variant, with thankfully kids being kids and doing camps and going back together in school, that unfortunately kids are getting sick with COVID. And in fact, rates of disease right now are as high as they were for 40, 50, 60-year-olds.
But they're not saying that half of them their own immune system is fighting it off, because half of them, they're getting it, but they're not even noticing they have it because their immune system is so strong. They adapted to it. Like, they probably had it 18, 15, 20 times already, but they don't even know that they had it because they don't. It's just like the flu. You don't even know you have it, and then your body fights it off. It's just a natural immunity, but they don't believe in natural immunity. They believe in just fucking it in you.
Last winter. And so I think it's really important, as my concern is that parents may think their kids are not at risk either for infection or even the complications of you hear things like long COVID or inflammatory syndromes we're seeing in our kids. So that's one concern, is that we've kind of undersold the risk to our children. Two, we want to get everybody vaccinated to prevent the onset of another variant like the Delta variant. And
you're not gonna get everyone magic potion, buddy. You can forget that. 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 It ain't gonna happen, so quit saying it.
So I don't know about you. I don't want to have another wave like we just had. I'd like to just get back to normal.
There we go again. Normal. Normal. Is anything normal around here? You're normal? I ain't normal. I tell you, ain't nothing normal around here, buddy. Ooh, boy. That normal word. Hey, what's normal? Let me look up a dictionary. What's normal? I don't know what the fuck's normal. I don't know. Normal human being. What's a fucking normal human being? I don't fucking know. I don't know. You're a fucking normal. He's supposed to be normal. Everything back to normal. No, shut up! This freaking four-eyed nerd talking about everything back to normal. Ain't nothing normal, bro. There's always people like this guy talking about get back to normal. Ain't nothing normal. Hell you talking about? It would never be back to normal. Any idiot knows that. Any fool, a homeless man on the fucking street know that. It will never be back to normal because you ain't gonna let it be. I don't have to go into detail. You know what I'm talking about. Ain't gonna never go back to normal. They don't want it back to normal. I ain't even gonna go into it.
Dr. Doctor, let me ask you about something else.
Doctor. Doctor? Who's a doctor? I ain't know the doctor. Is everybody on TV a doctor?
Ridgeback Biotherapeutics have filed an emergency use authorization with the FDA for its COVID-19
FDA.
to treat infected adults. Explain the impact an at-home drug could have on hospitals and containment efforts. When I saw the news, I sort of celebrated because this is just one more arrow in the quiver, the arsenal, to combat deaths from COVID-19.
Absolutely correct. I think one of the amazing stories of the pandemic is the advancement in science and how we've really, in just a year and a half, had such therapeutics. And so now to have an oral pill, kind of similar to people are familiar to Tamiflu for influenza, but to have a pill we could give folks that are not sick enough to be in the hospital and even prevent them from having to go in the hospital is really a huge piece of our arsenal. We want to make sure people don't think that that's a replacement for vaccination. It's
no, it's not a replacement for, oh, trust me, they're not going to replace that. Oh, he made sure that was noted. Ain't no pill going to replace the vax.
But it's very, very exciting to have that option for us as a clinician, as a place where we've seen our hospitals faced with surges of infected patients. If we can prevent them from coming in the hospital, being sick, from being harmed, that's fantastic.
But doctor, just to your last point about people who, that it's not a replacement for people who are not vaccinated, but what if, you know the reality of the situation that we're dealing with.
He asks a lot of questions, don't he?
Here in a lot of other countries too, that some people just say, look, I don't want this vaccine. If this pill is available and it prevents them from having to go to the hospital, it prevents them from getting seriously ill, I mean, what's wrong with people saying to themselves, look, I'm going to take the risk of being out and about and living my life without being vaccinated because I know that now medical science has come up with a way to keep me off a ventilator.
Yeah, great point. I think what people forget in the whole conversation is the risk of spreading to other people before you know you are sick, and other people that can't protect themselves from vaccination. And so you could, once you realize you're sick, take the pill. But by that point, you may have exposed other folks, maybe your grandmother who has cancer, your 8-year-old niece who can't be protected from vaccination. And I think that theme and the reason we vaccinate has really been lost.
Okay, it says here 44.3 million confirmed cases. Okay, we already know that everyone's going to get it. Duh. Okay, 7,013 deaths. Okay, all right. Are they adding the flu with this? Okay, no one's talking about the flu. All right, I sat here and listened to this for like 8 minutes now, okay? Not one time did they say anything about the flu. How many deaths does the flu kill a year? Why aren't they mentioning that? Are they adding the deaths to the... Look at this. The whole state's red. The whole America's red. Everyone got it. There's no question about it. It's all red. Okay, anyways, does that... Are they adding the deaths of other diseases to the cases and the deaths of this? That's what I want to answer, because I've seen it actually, that they're adding. People are going in with. They're adding. Come on, man. There's no, because they're not even talking about other deaths. You go in there with something, they add it to that total. Okay, it adds out. They're not counting other deaths, because other deaths don't mean shit apparently to what they're talking about. So the deaths total is going up with the deaths of random shit. Besides this, they're adding it to this as a total. Obviously, because the flu just disappeared, obviously. So it doesn't exist anymore. So obviously the death. Okay, guys, I'm gonna end it right there. This video is 14 minutes long. It's been you heard what you need to hear, and I hope you got the message of the kids or whatever. Okay, I'm done. Okay, I'm done.